Oh yeah, this is the second part of the Blu-Ray Redux. Right, first up is D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation. Really interesting film if you haven't seen it. The first part is pretty much a masterpiece. The Civil War elements. It's adapted quite heavily from Thomas Dixon's The Klansman, and it's the second part that kind of goes slightly awry with just insane kind of racism. But you know, it's a very, very interesting film. As I said, I can't tell if Griffith was an actual racist or just an idiot. Really kind of kick-started like the second kind of birth of the Ku Klux Klan around 1916. Really began to, like, you know, membership kind of soared to the millions. But yeah, it's definitely worth kind of seeing, you know, for the first part. The second part is quite slightly, it's very bizarre. Bittersweet Life. So the Digibook. This is really, really great film. Kind of, I always remember watching this as well, sponsored by Guinness to like a ridiculous kind of level, but it's an absolutely fantastic film. Really, really, really awesome film. Honestly, just absolutely love that film. Black Death, kind of medieval romp with Sean Bean. I found it really, really good. Director of Creep and Severance. I think I've seen both of those films. They weren't too bad, but this was pretty good. Tales of Witchcraft, Medieval Society. It was very good. I enjoyed it. Black Hawk Down, really awesome film. I saw that at the cinema. That was a really good film. This is the 5-disc complete collector's edition of Blade Runner. Another classic. Amazing film. Blitz, Jason Statham. It wasn't too bad. Paddy Considine's kind of underused in this. Aidan Gillen's very good as the killer. Has an absolutely amazing reverse curb stomp. That's probably the highlight of it. Blood Diamond, which yeah, again I enjoyed this film. I thought DiCaprio's kind of Afrikaner accent was pretty good. Sharon Hansu's good in it as well. Yeah, Anna Vosloo, yeah, I don't remember Michael Sheen in that. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it though. Blowout, this is the Criterion edition. Absolutely incredible film. Really, really, really great film. Really recommend this if you haven't seen it. Really, really good film. Blues Brothers, which is a classic. I love the Blues Brothers. I don't know about the second one. I haven't seen that, and I don't think I'm going to. Body of Lies, which was it was alright. It was okay. Digibook of Bonnie and Clyde. Boogie Nights, which is a good film. You should watch this back to back with maybe Wonderland. Both kind of exploring about the sort of life of John Holmes. This is a bit more of a semi sort of one as opposed to a Wonderland. But it's really good. The scene of Alfred Molina in this. Yeah, it is Alfred Molina in this. It's oh god, the guy out of Talk Radio was in Wonderland. I'm trying to remember his name. I can't think of his name at the moment. Book of Eli, which I enjoyed. Not the ending reveal. That was alright, but the bit where like you see the woman kind of going out into the world at the end, I don't think that was needed because she wouldn't last 5 minutes. Surely, I mean, you know, I found it a bit ridiculous. This is the German kind of media book, digibook of Boondock Saints. I'll show you inside. I absolutely love this film. Love. Oh, it's so good. The second one is well, I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, it's awesome. Oh, it's so good. The first film, man. I absolutely love it. Really, I'd recommend it to anybody. Honestly, you'd be hard pressed not to like it. Now, the second one, oh man, he left it too long, and you can tell Sean Patrick Flannery, man, there's something wrong with his face in this. It looks like he's had a stroke or something. I mean, it's obviously he's had some sort of something done with his face, and it's come off looking really bad. No one really kind of looks the same. His accent's kind of weird. There's no need for her in it at all. I mean, oh god, trying to replace kind of her with, you know, the Willem Dafoe character with another similar one just doesn't work. Now, Clifton Collins Jr., he's really good in it, but it's just The only decent scene in this is kind of when Rocco comes in that dream sequence. You know, but that's about it. And they play like Blood of Cucull, and that's about it. It's not very good. Born the 4th of July, another amazing Oliver Stone film. I think Oliver Stone kind of gets a bit shit on, but you know, he's an intelligent dude. There's no doubt about it. You know, and that is a good film. One of my favourite films coming up, Boys from Brazil. Oh God, Gregory Peck, and he's so good in this. So is Olivier. James Mason, you don't really see him that much, but he's great in his parts. Oh man, when they, you know, when Olivier goes into that house and Gregory Peck's like, Lieber, man. Oh, it's so good. Honestly, man, it's so good. It's got one of my favourite deaths in this as well. The death of oh, you know, the guy. Oh, I forget who kills him. When he goes over that ravine at the beginning, you know, he's like an ex-SS guy. It's awesome. Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is another favourite of mine. Absolutely love the beginning of this. Oh, and in his bat-style armour, it's absolutely awesome. So Gary Oldman's really good in this. I know it's quite interesting to watch documentaries on that, because you see the problems with him and Capella. There's one scene in particular where they're kind of filming one scene, and I don't really know what Oldman's problem is. I mean, he must have some sort of problem with Capella. It's quite weird. Capella's trying to explain it to him in the most easier terms, and Oldman doesn't seem to be getting it, which is quite weird. Bracco, which is unbelievable. I'd really recommend this. Really awesome. Man, the French really nail gritty kind of cop dramas. Awesome series, man. Really good. This is a sin edition of Braveheart. I'll try to show you a bit inside. It's got that little thing on the cover. But yeah, you know, a lot of historical inaccuracies aside, I can look past that, because it's an awesome film. It comes with a little cell as well, just as they're about to execute Wallace. It's really good, and I absolutely love these sin editions. The one I really rue not getting, I wished I picked up Predator 2 when I could have, and I delayed at the last minute, and I just really fucking regret it now, because now it's absolutely just fucking skyrocketed in price. So yeah, that's a shame. Right, up next is Bridge Over the River Kwai. Again, absolutely awesome film. Alex Guinness is awesome in this. William Holden as well. I think William Holden probably steals the show in this. And Jack Hawkins as well. It's a real great release, and a great job with the transfer on this. Really great film. If you haven't seen it, you know, I'm sure many of you have. It's absolutely awesome. Oh, it's trouble getting these in. I'll take that out. Broken Trail. I believe this is directed by Walter Hill. He hadn't done a film. I think this was his first film since Last Man Standing. His last film since Last Man Standing. Yeah, it's a pretty good western. Yeah, I enjoyed that. It's got a pretty decent cast. And you know, Robert Duvall, you know, and Thomas Hayden Church. The first thing I saw him in was Tombstone. Billy Clanton. Brooklyn's Finest, which is really awesome. This is Anton Fuqua. Yeah. I mean, considering he did King Arthur, which is, oh god, it was so bad. This is more. I mean, this is awesome. You know, you sympathise with Ethan Hawke in this. Great cast, man. Richard Gere's great as well. He plays the disgusting, degraded cop really well. Brotherhood, which is an absolutely awesome war film, probably one of the best. You know, when I was mentioning the previous video when stuff like Saving Private Ryan always gets mentioned, this film don't get mentioned enough, man. It's absolutely, honestly, it's fantastic, man. Brotherhood of the Wolf, really good horror kind of martial arts kind of hybrid. I mentioned before, that's the big bald guy from Frontiers, which is I'm sure it's him. Is it Samuel Le Bihan? Vincent Cassel as well turns up in this, and he's normally great in everything. I mean, you can. I think has this got the dub on? Oh no, it might just have. No, it's got French language. I've got the DVD that's got the dub on, but the dub's alright, but I prefer watching the subtitles. Bullet, Steve McQueen. Incredible film. Peter Yates. Great cast as well. Look, you just you know, as I said, I won't go on about, you know, the real kind of classic films. I'm sure you've seen them. Buried with Ryan Reynolds, which wasn't too bad. It comes with Rodrigo Cortes' debut feature, The Contestant, which I haven't seen. But you know, it's pretty good. I mean, anyone could probably have played the part, to be fair. But you know, I think he does alright. I don't really mind Ryan Reynolds. He's alright. I thought he was good in the Amityville remake, which I didn't really like the original, to be honest. I don't know, something about the original Amityville was a bit pretty boring. Apart from Rod Steiger, who's absolutely fucking awesome. It's not very good. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That's the digibook of it. Paul Newman and Robert Redford are amazing in this. It's a great western. It's not one of the best, but it's a great western. It's very good. Cape Fear, the original film, which is good. Mitchum's great, and so is Gregory Peck, but there's just the ending's not very satisfying, which is why I prefer the remake. I think De Niro does a real good job in this. Nick Nolte's good. Joe Don Baker. Yeah, I forgot Gregory Peck was in this. Yeah, it's a real good one. You know, the bit where De Niro breaks that woman's arms. The woman who always plays, she plays sort of kind of pathetic woman really well. I can't think of the actress's name. I've seen her in a lot. I saw her in Goodfellas the other day when I was watching it. And last on this shelf is Capote, and I think it's the other one, In Cold. Yeah, it's In Cold Blood. I think Scott Wilson's in that one. Yeah, Scott Wilson is an awesome actor. I haven't seen I mean, I've mainly bought it for In Cold Blood. I've never seen Capote. But yeah, I got this from Denmark for really cheap, so yeah, I'm sure that'll be good. So yeah, that's the end of this show. I'm only ending it now because I mean I'm doing this last thing and I'll move on to another shelf kind of soon. So yeah, cheers for watching and cheers for subbing.